I'm Jessica. I'm one of the zookeepers here at the Lake Superior Zoo. I take care of our reindeer. I'm their primary caregiver. We are gonna go meet Jingle and Snowflake, which are our 2 reindeer. They are currently up in their house right now, enjoying the shade up there. So I'm gonna go and see if I can get them to come see everybody. Hi, pretty boy. Yeah, you want a dish? So these guys have been here since the day before Christmas Eve. They showed up just in time to help Santa this year. So it was like December 23rd, if I remember correctly. This is Jingle, so he's our male, and then we have Snowflake, the little girl. I'm gonna go see if I can find her. She's probably in the grass behind the shelter, so I will go see if I can get her too. Miss Snowflake, are you coming down? Jingle is definitely the more outgoing of the 2. When we first got them, I kind of thought that Snowflake was gonna be, because she's been halter trained and everything, and Jingle, he loves his beet pulp, so he is definitely the more outgoing of the 2, and Snowflake kind of just stays back and watches and stuff. Yeah, they each have their own personality. They're both friendly in their own way, and they both accept things differently in their own way. You want some more? I know you're my sweet boy. You want some more? So they're 4 years old. They just turned 4. I think it was in June or July. And they're on loan right now. We have them for a couple of years. So in North America, like Alaska and Canada area, they're referred to as caribou. And then over in Scandinavia and Siberia, they're referred to as reindeer. But the ones that we have right now, the domesticated ones, they're called reindeer also. One really neat thing about them is their antlers. The females are the only deer species that grow antlers, and it's because it helps them to be able to protect themselves and find food in a harsh environment and be able to protect their babies. Right now, they're in velvet, so that's what when they're growing their antlers, they will have the velvet on them the entire time, and then when the males go into rut, they start shedding the velvet off of their antlers. Then they'll have what looks like, you can see the big bone structures. So antlers are bones, unlike what sheep and goats have, which is horns, which are made out of a keratin, which is more like your fingernails. Antlers are actually bones, so they grow out of a specific spot on their head, and they will regenerate them every year. That's another interesting thing about caribou. They live primarily off of lichens in the wild. It's like a symbiotic relationship between fungus and algae. And so what they'll do is dig through the snow in the winter, the snow and ice, with their big feet to find the lichens and everything buried underneath the snow. Their conservation status is one thing that it's really hard to kind of bring the point home of how important they are, or how that they really belong here and that they've been here. They were here for a very, very long time, and they're a very important part of our ecosystem. I mean, it's been close to 100 years now since the big herds were in Minnesota, and I think most people just don't realize, even telling people that they used to exist in Minnesota. If we were to try to bring them back, it's gonna be a big project, and I think it's a worthwhile project, but it's a big project, so.